Okay, guys, we are starting right where we left off, right? I got a little pre-practice in. Listen, I got to show pre-practice. Pre-practice was awesome. So we got Ray Roberts, TTO championship. I was only going to go up there for a day of pre-practice before Lake of the Ozarks, and I said, hey, man, let's go back out there. I got a couple more hours before I have to go all the way to Lake of the Ozarks. Let's go see what happens. Let's see if I can figure out this little, maybe I figured out a little pattern. Let's go see if I can duplicate it. So this is like the next day, next morning. I went right back out there, and here's what happened. And remember, guys, I am right in the middle of this whole Lake of the Ozarks boat dock thing. I'm working on it for the regular guys, right? But my private channel, we are in the middle of it right now. We're about to, I think the next episode is dropping in a day or so. And then next week is the entire map study. So my private channel, we're really kicking it off right now. It's freaking, I'm stepping it up for the private channel. I'm not gonna lie. I'm throwing a lot of stuff out there. I think if you read the comments, you'll see people are loving that stuff. And remember, guys, most of the stuff, if you see anything, if you're wondering about anything, rods, reels, always look in the description. I got all that stuff linked out, all the Tackle Warehouse. Check that stuff out. All right, let's pick back up. So you're probably wondering, why did you stop at the same place you got bit yesterday? Well, because I didn't get a lot of bites doing it. I had like 2 bites doing that, fished a whole bunch of other stuff that looked good. And I was going, was that just a fluke thing? It's just a fluke thing. But I stopped in the same place and got bit again. Now, I know we're weeks away, but I shook it off. I didn't feel like setting the hook. I don't know why. I was like, man, I don't think there's a lot of fish up here. And maybe no one's even going to fish down this bank. I don't know. But I did shake it off because I'm like, man, it did replenish. So maybe that's a good sign. But I just what does it matter? It's going to take me like 5 casts. But Mo Poppin' Perch came through again. Got him. So first spot I pulled up to, I was kind of looking around. It's kind of got a little rock, a little drop off. I was like, let's just drag around out here. Didn't take long. Caught me one, about 4 pounds. I was going, okay, that's good. I did that a little bit yesterday. Didn't get any bites. And I was like, man, it is the morning time. So I've got a little, is it a morning time thing? Did I just pull up on the right spot? Is it rock? Is it drop off? There's shad going on. There's a lot going on. I don't really know what the deal is, but I am glad to finally just kind of get bit dragging around on this offshore cover. I wasn't live scoping or anything. And I was going, okay, it's a start, but let's go run that pattern. So I'm gonna go look for new stuff. Like I said, I got to find all new stuff. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to looking deep on this lake. I've never really done it. So I'm going to go idle around. I'm going to mark a whole bunch of things first. And then I'm going to turn around. I'm going to try to mark, 5 or 10 things, anything that I feel like might hold a fish. I'm going to eventually turn around and go fish those and see what I can catch. I mean, big one. I mean, big one. Well, there's a big one. And I'm sorry, but I can't show this bait. It's in there. It's a prototype. I think she's going to go 10. Gosh, she's only 8.5. 8.6. Yep. Yeah, it's another giant. It's another big one. I think this is a spot. Like, this is kind of an interesting little spot. I mean, it's such a small little spot, and there was one giant sitting there, right there on it. I didn't look anywhere else. I didn't even fish any. Like, I just pulled up and left. So I was going, okay, I don't really know. I really don't know what's going on. I haven't put the pattern together, but I know that, man, if I can just get bit out here, it's a giant every single time. But I know one thing, because I did go looking around for a lot of other stuff. I'm not seeing very many out here at all. I don't even need 5 out here. Shoot, I might need 1 or 2 of these and you're going to do good. But so I'm conflicted. But man, it's hard not to go catch giants. And especially when you figure one out, I'm like, okay, that's 2. I mean, I've caught some good ones, but I mean, that's 2 giants. Can I go catch a third one? It's another giant. It's another one over 8. Might be bigger than that one. It's bigger than 8. Big one. I gotta get Shane to make me up a couple more. See how big this one goes. An 8-pounder. So now I'm thinking, okay, I'm catching 8-pounders like it's crazy. This is pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to stay like this. That's the problem. We're about close to a month away. And I'm like, man, I don't know if I trust all this. It's just some cold fronts are going to come in. It's going to be the end of October. I don't know. I don't know where it is. I don't know, maybe we got a trophy or something. The only other time I've been there in the fall in October was a Bass and Bucks or Bud Light championship. I don't remember which one it was. And we won it, me and Brent. It was a 2-day event. We won it, and we caught them all shallow. And it was fairly good in practice. We had the pattern figured out. Like, we were dialed in on the pattern. I'm talking about there were hours within the day the pattern would change. And we knew when it was going to change. And we were ready for it. And so we were fishing new water every day because we knew we could, because we understood what to look for. And it was grass and trees and the way it looked and the water was like it. I mean, we were dialed in. And so that's the kind of tournaments I like. I want to find that stuff. It's harder and harder to find those things, though. It's getting harder to find those patterns on these lakes. I'm not really sure why. A lot of it's because of life scope, I think. Not in a bad way or good way. It just is. And then a lot of these lakes, I think, maybe are older. There are not as much grass in them. The cover's changing in them. Like, the cover doesn't look the same. And so if you get lakes with grass or cover that grows sporadically, right, from year to year, it's always going to change the pattern drastically. And so when you go to these other lakes that doesn't have that, so if you're on a lake that doesn't have grass, or stuff that grows, right? Anything that grows in the water that might change the way and where they are, you're probably not used to it. Well, that's all we have down here. We're used to it. So we're used to changing with it, seeing it, trying to figure out the pattern. It's my favorite thing to go do. In all of fishing, my favorite thing is to like look at grass or look at things that like peppergrass, milfoil, hydrilla, it doesn't matter, pads, whatever it is. I want to find that pattern within all that stuff, if at all possible. Here's the only problem, though, sometimes with that, is if you don't have a big enough lake and you don't have enough of that stuff, it can all get found and fished, and the pattern can be found by other people. So you want a bunch of it. You want so much that you're like, man, I looked for 3 days and I couldn't fish at all. I couldn't even come close. But I found other areas that look like it. We're just going to have to fish in the tournament. So I like that part. When we started going over there in practice, for the pre-practice, me and Russell, we fished out of 2 different boats. I forgot my camera on day 1. I went and started right off the bat again, trying to figure that stuff out. Okay, I'll leave it right there. We'll pick up on that tomorrow. We'll get into a little bit of the official practice, right? I didn't get all of the official practice in because I forgot my camera. I can't help it. I forgot my camera one of those days. Like, that's what happens sometimes when you're staying at other people's houses and I walked out the door and I looked around going, forgot it. So, and it was the only day that was probably good enough to be on camera because the other days I started shaking fish off. That day I didn't shake off everything. I did hook one big one, but not how you would think. Doing something a little bit different, looking for the pattern. But we're going to get into that. So stay tuned for tomorrow, and we'll go over practice, how it was good and bad at the same time. It made us not feel great about the tournament, but it gave us something to go do. All right, stay tuned.